Good morning, David Combe here with the CBS AM Debrief. Overnight market action for this Tuesday the 6th of December. We saw a pretty strong high there at one stage on the Dow. We're up nearly 160 odd points, but then Standard & Poor's put a bit of a spanner in the works there by putting Germany, France and Holland on negative watch. So that's what saw this fairly dramatic fall away here. We're actually closed up quite strongly here in the last little part of the session, so that we ended up closing up 78 points, which all in all is really pretty good. Looking at the rest of the market, Standard & Poor's 500, the broader index, was actually up quite a lot, was quite a lot stronger, up 1.03%, and Nasdaq 1.1. The rest of Europe, though, did suffer a little bit on the back of that news, although the stock 50 rather was up 1.15%, FTSE 0.28 and the DAX 0.42. The moves from yesterday, Nikkei up 0.6 and the Hang Seng up 0.73 and Shanghai down 1.4. We'll take a look at the futures for our local market here. Okay, the SPY has us trading up around 11 points at the moment, so really pretty subdued response there. Of course, keep in mind that we have had a series of really pretty good moves up, so expect to see a little bit of that enthusiasm perhaps temper, or see a bit of consolidation start to occur whilst we look for further stronger leads from overseas. Commodities, West Texas crude down 14 cents here at the moment to $100.82. Now it did get higher than that. That continues to be on Euro optimism and Iran tensions. That's keeping that pretty well bid at the moment. For the rest of the commodities sector, just running through here to look for the sort of the big numbers. Coffee 2.98, nearly 3%, pretty strong move there. Sugar 2.69. Cotton just 0.41, and orange juice 0.39, being the bigger moves there. To the downside, we've got cocoa down around 1%, corn down nearly 3/4, wheat down 2 1/4. Soy down 0.84 and oats down quite significantly, 2.54%. Copper down 3.7 cents, which is 1.03%. So paring back a little bit of those gains of recent sessions. Gold down $25.70, quite a big move down there. Perhaps we're getting a bit more of that risk appetite and people moving out of gold for that reason. Silver, $31.99. And looking at our currency pairs, got reasonable US dollar weakness coming through here, well, a little I should say, with the euro just up 0.0004, or buying 1.3395 US dollars, the pound 1.5647, and the US buying 77.7085 yen, the Aussie now buying 102.81, and the US dollar buying 1.0172 Canadian and 0.9209 Swiss francs. Okay, let's take a look at the economic calendar, and of course today all eyes will be focused locally on the RBA rates decision, which is due out at 2:30. Now there is expectation there for that to come off 0.25% down to 4.25, and of course that sees the RBA's hands tied now until February. So that should be pretty positive for the market, but the SPY is suggesting sort of a wait and see attitude before anyone gets too excited and too carried away. We would expect there to see the Aussie dollar come under some pressure as well. So if you are long there, you might want to reevaluate there, or have your stops appropriately positioned. But all in all, I guess that's pretty good if you've got a mortgage. Not so good if you have savings that you're living off. Okay, moving on. We've got some Swiss data out later in the day. We also have our current account deficit, of course, which or current account balance, which is expecting to come in at negative 5.6 billion. Then the rest of the day sees not a lot of data apart from that Eurozone gross domestic product, where they're looking for a 1.4% print. And that takes us through to tomorrow with Canadian rates decision. We've got our GDP numbers out tomorrow as well. And that takes us through to the rest of the week, where we haven't got too much to that's sort of really standing out in a significant way there at this point in time. Okay, move on now and have a quick follow-up on a couple of trades that I've mentioned, probably out of those gold stocks I talked about last time. I think Medusa, Kingsgate and St Barbara. I think St Barbara is probably putting in some of the best gains here, now up at $2.40, so quite good to see that one. The other one that we were looking at following up on was out of the local banks, ANZ, and that seems to have continued to grind up here quite nicely, so that's been nice to see. And the old Harvey Norman, which I continue to hang on to here after it got back down towards $2 for the second time, in at about $2.22 or 24 or so. So getting back up towards those levels, which again is encouraging to see. And for those of you that got in with me on the first run up there, you did pick up that 5 or 6% fully franked dividend on that one. Okay, so that's about it. I don't have anything more to add as far as trade ideas just today. But I'll see what I can come up with on Thursday. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and until next time, thanks for your attention as always. Bye for now.